Hi, my name is Colleen Gray. I'm the project founder. I'd like to take you on a brief tour of Art for Aid and tell you a little bit about what we're doing. Access to quality art learning tools is not always available for many of these schools. At Art for Aid, we hope to mitigate some of that shortfall. The freedom to enjoy art should be available to all, but unfortunately it's not. Without access to quality learning tools, making art becomes a little more challenging. Youth have beautiful voices and they have a lot to say through their art. Many communities are still struggling with the impacts of colonialism. Art can help young people express their inner voices in a beautiful way. One of the questions we're frequently asked is, how do we get these goods into the community? Primarily, we use Canada Post because it's reliable and contracted to deliver these goods to all remote communities in the country. It is, however, expensive. If you take a look at the actual shipping charges compared to the taxes and fuel surcharges, you'll see why our budget can very quickly get eaten up. Several years ago, we created a small land-based learning support program that sees equipment going to help kids get out on the land in the wintertime.
Good.
We were able to supply several communities with a wonderful shipment of outdoor gear to help the kids get out onto the land, but also to help the facilitators who are often standing on the frozen ice for many hours a day. We're very proud to be able to provide remote community schools with these beautiful maps created by the Canadian American Centre at the University of Maine. The maps demonstrate the intrinsic link between land and language and are full-size professional level cartography. Art for Aid is entirely volunteer-run and grassroots, so as a result, we don't receive federal funding. We can accept donations through our host agency, Soaring Circle, formerly I Love First Peoples. We also do fundraising events, and we have a wonderful Shopify store that sells many of the art products that help to run Art for Aid. If you'd rather shop in person for the items that you want to see, take a look at these fine locations that carry our products. The art supply donations are really the meat and potatoes of the entire organization. Over a decade ago, Art for Aid was established when I reached out to several artist friends and told them that I wanted to send some art supplies into remote Indigenous schools where there was a shortfall. In about 2 weeks, I was no longer able to move anywhere in my basement without bumping into art supplies, and Art for Aid was born. Art for Aid has been collecting and shipping new and gently used art supplies to remote Indigenous schools since 2013. We're very proud of the work that we've done and the work that we hope to do in the days to come. If you would like to support this project, please feel free to share the information with anyone you think might be interested to know more. If you are an instructor, an educator, principal in a remote community school, and your school could use a shipment of art supplies, please feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to help wherever we can. Art for Aid is entirely volunteer-run and grassroots-driven. We appreciate all the support that we get, but we can always use more. You can find us online at our website, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn about what we do. Chimegwich.